Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Lana from Yoga for Balanced Living, and today I want to talk to you about yoga props. What are they? What can you use instead that you might just have around your house? Some yoga teachers use them, some don't. Sometimes in my classes I make a suggestion that you could use a prop to make a pose more comfortable for you or work better for you and your body. But they're never essential. Okay, and when I started practicing yoga, I think the class I went to for the first 3 years, the teacher didn't use any props. And that was fine, and I built my strength, and I got really, well, I felt made really good progress in my yoga practice. So you don't need them, but if you want to know what they are, here are a few of them. I thought I'd start with the most relaxing one that I like, that I don't use enough, and it's the eye pillow. And this is for when we're lying back in Shavasana at the end, or it could be in other poses where we're lying on the ground, relaxing. Restorative poses, we just put it over our eyes. And it blocks out the light, and it's also just gently pushing down, and that can help us relax. Things that you can use around the house, you might have a scarf, that you can just roll up over your eyes, or a tea towel, or if you've got a big, like a long sock, a clean one, you could balance that over your eyes, okay, just something to block out the light. Then we've got the yoga brick, okay, it's like a brick shape, generally quite hard, you get them from made in different materials, and you can use this for different things. So most of the time I use the brick for extending my arms. So let's say I want to do a forward bend and touch the ground. I'd suggest to someone, if your hands don't touch the ground, it's fine, you can just let them hang there, or you can put them on your legs. But if you want to get the sensation of your hands touching the ground, you can use the block, okay, and just put it down on the ground. But your hand's raised up this amount. What's really good about the blocks and the bricks, this is actually a brick, but it's interchangeable really, they're just different sizes. So this is a block, and this is a brick, and they do come in just slightly different sizes. What's good about the brick is that, look, let's say I can't touch the floor when I'm doing a forward bend, I can't touch my toes, and I want to. I can start by using the brick and touching that, okay? Just bringing the floor closer up to my fingertips. After a while, when I've been practicing and I might be able to extend a bit further, I could try and reach that side of the brick. So it's still bringing the ground up to my fingertips, but not so much. Okay, and then you can turn it that way, which is a bit lower down. And then maybe after a while be able to touch the ground. Okay, there are other exercises you can do with the brick, some for the upper back and chest and heart opening, which feel really good. But I'm not going to show you that, because you do really need to do that with a teacher guiding you. Okay, so basically the brick is for propping up different parts of our body, and so is the block. And in some positions, for example, where we take the knees to the side, if your knees don't quite touch the ground, you can just put the block underneath, or a couple of blocks, so you get that sensation of your weight going into the ground even though your body can't reach that far. I also like to sit up on 2 blocks, so when I'm sitting cross-legged I put 2 blocks. Sit on it, because to sit on the ground cross-legged, it's not relaxed for me, it's working my core quite a lot, but you might find 1 block helps you be more relaxed, 2, 3. Then we've got the bolster, okay, it's a similar idea, it's for propping up your body. It's just bigger, and we might use it for slightly different activities, but it's the same idea. For all of these things, what you could use that you've got around the house would be cushions, pillows, folded blankets, okay? So, folded blankets. If you've got like a chunky book, a big dictionary, you could use that if it's not too hard, so to sit on or put a blanket on top, make it a bit more comfy. The blanket actually can come in useful in lots of different poses in the same way for propping up different parts of your body. What's good with a blanket is because it's thin, you can roll it or fold it in a way where it's like exactly the right height for your body, that part of your body you want to prop up. Sometimes, for example, I don't know if you know pigeon pose. If you don't, it's okay. But in some poses where we're on the ground, we want our hips to be balanced, and in some of them there's an inclination for one hip to raise up higher, or because of how we're sitting in that posture, one bum cheek might be on the ground, one sit bone, and the other one might be slightly lifted, and so we can put the blanket underneath one side to help our hips even out. If you don't have a blanket, you could use like a jumper folded up, a towel folded up or rolled, depending on what you want to use it for. And then the final prop I'm going to show you is this yoga belt, yoga strap. Okay, it's quite long. Instead of this, you could use a dressing gown belt, they're generally quite long, or you can use a scarf. Okay, think a bit like that one I've got around my head, it's quite long when I take it out, or a long piece of fabric. Okay, or if you've got a jumper that you don't mind getting pulled on a bit. This we're going to use, we can use it a bit like the brick to extend our arms. So there's some postures in yoga where we put our arms around our body in different ways, and then we're trying to get the hands to come together and clasp. If our hands don't reach, we can use the strap. Okay, so we get that sensation of the hands being together and pulling on each other, and over time we can just move slowly together until we can grasp and we don't need the strap anymore. We can also use the strap to put around certain parts of our feet or legs to help us hold them in the air. We can do other exercises like shoulder opening by holding the strap, going up and down. Okay, there are other exercises we can use it for. If you get a yoga strap, it's going to have a buckle, because there are some ways we can use it where it is at a certain size. Yeah, for example, if we want to, I actually haven't got the buckle fastened in the right way to tighten, but let's say I want to practice getting my arms up straight in line with my ears. I could put, when my arms are out in front, put a belt around them in a loop, holding them in the right position, okay, around this part of the arm to help me keep my arms in line when they go up. There are lots of different things you can do with all these yoga props, and at the same time they're not at all essential to have a successful yoga practice. Thanks for listening. If you're not in the Everyday Yoga Facebook group, so that's one word, Everyday Yoga, do join if you want to see more tips and videos from me about yoga practice. Bye for now.